Have you ever wondered what makes a fighter jet so valuable that its own creators refuse to sell it even to their closest friends? The Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor is not just another aircraft. It is a statement of technological dominance, a flying fortress of secrets, deemed too precious to leave American hands. It represents a leap in military aviation, and decades later, remains king of the skies. Its existence reshaped air combat. The F-22 was built for one purpose: total air superiority, anywhere in the world, against any adversary, without them ever knowing it was there. This is not just about being fast or agile, it is about being untouchable. The story begins with a need to defeat the best the Soviets could imagine, even those still on drawing boards. Penetrate deep into enemy airspace, clear the skies of all threats, and return home unscathed. The result? Stealth, speed, agility, and unmatched awareness in one machine. The F-22 Raptor's most famous and guarded feature is its extreme low observability, or stealth. Not a single coat of paint, but a multi-layered system baked into the design. Every line, every angle, every surface fights the radar return. A radar cross-section said to be the size of a steel marble. It operates undetected where others are hunted, amid dense SAMs and hostile aircraft. This demanded a revolution in manufacturing and materials. Advanced radar-absorbent materials, baked into the composite structure, they are sensitive and demand precise, climate-controlled care. Even a tiny gap can break the spell. Formulas, application, repair, among the program's most closely held secrets. Weapons hide inside to avoid reflections. S-ducts mask the glittering turbine blades. Even helmet and canopy wear metallic treatments to tame radar energy. All aspects stealth, not just head-on like earlier jets. The result? First look, first shot, first kill. Often lopsided. While stealth hides the Raptor, supercruise gives it reach and speed without compromising stealth. Supercruise means sustained supersonic above Mach 1.5 without fuel-guzzling afterburner. It changes air combat. Most jets dash supersonic briefly, at massive fuel cost, shrinking range and endurance, and glowing hot in infrared invites missiles. The F-119 is built for dry thrust and sustainment. Huge dry thrust keeps it fast over vast distances. Close, engage, and exit faster. Missiles launch with extra energy, extending range and widening the no-escape zone. Same missile, more lethal from a supercruising F-22. It shrinks the battle space, steals time from the enemy. The Raptor covers more sky, responds faster. Arrive unseen, strike with energy, vanish. The tech enabling this is closely guarded. If stealth is the cloak and supercruise the dagger, the Raptor's brain is its sensor fusion. Computers as vital as airframe and engines, a flying data processing center that gathers, processes, and presents clarity. A god's eye view of the battle space. Passive and active sensors led by the AN/APG-77 ESA. It scans, tracks multiple targets, and conducts electronic warfare. Built for low probability of intercept. See first without being seen. The AN/ALR-94, ultra-sensitive ears, detects, identifies, and locates threats hundreds of miles away, often enabling passive engagements. Fusion, APG-77, ALR-94, link 16 into one unified picture. Clear IDs relieve cognitive load so pilots think tactics, not raw data. The software making this possible is perhaps the most guarded secret of all, and a core reason it is not exported. Brain, cloak, and dagger integrated. Section 5. The law that locked the cage. The Obey Amendment, a formal export ban in U.S. federal law, prohibiting F-22 sales abroad, passed in 1998 within a defense bill, with direct, unambiguous language. A legislative cage around the Raptor, ensuring it stays exclusively American. Unusual, given U.S. export tradition of top jets to allies, often downgraded. Rationale: prevent tech transfer. Capabilities were years ahead. Risk unacceptable even with closest friends. UK, Israel, Japan, keen interest denied. Stealth coatings, radar, software, sensitive. Threats, espionage, accidents, and cyber intrusions. Allies asked repeatedly. Response remained firm: not for sale. Critics argued exports lower unit cost and boost coalition strength. Security concerns 1. As one official said, the F-22's secrets matter more than the jet. The Obey Amendment made that doctrine law. The export ban protects the qualitative military edge. A smaller, more advanced force can beat larger foes. In air power, the Raptor is that crown jewel. Stealth, speed, and awareness deter conflict. Sharing would spread secrets and erode the edge. Export means foreign basing and access. Manuals, diagnostics, possibly source code exposure. Allies can be targeted by spies. One breach could cost decades and billions. Reverse engineering risk is real, as suspected in foreign stealth programs. A crash on foreign soil invites a race to the debris. Skin composition and internals could be exposed. Even an intact walk-around reveals plenty. USAF has strict recovery protocols for a reason. Export would hand adversaries a study guide. They'd tune radars and IR sensors against the real thing, and write new tactics to blunt its edge. Testing on reality, not models. That endangers pilots and missions. The ban preserves ignorance, its own weapon. So the Raptor remains a terrifying unknown. Denied an F-22, allies are offered the F-35. A modern, export-ready stealth jet, more affordable and built for partners. But they are fundamentally different. F-22, pure air superiority, an air dominance specialist. F-35, multi-role, a jack-of-all-trades. Designed from day one for alliance use. Sensitive tech compartmentalized for export. Core software remains US only. Stealth materials tightly controlled, thus safer to share globally. In air-to-air, F-22 still dominates. It is faster and flies higher, more agile with thrust vectoring, and stealthier from many aspects. It carries more air-to-air internally. General Jumper. The F-22 is not replaceable by the F-35. F-22 is the quarterback. F-35, the versatile running back. F-35's newer fusion is superb, but it cannot match Raptor kinematics. Super Cruise gives F-22 the energy edge. F-35 is an excellent allied stealth fighter, but it is not a substitute for the F-22. Today, October 1, 2025, the export ban remains relevant. Near-peer rivals have risen, China, and a resurgent Russia, but the Raptor's role is solidified. Production stopped in 2009, capping the fleet at 187. Each airframe now irreplaceable. No line to restart, parts no longer made. Scarcity reinforces the ban. You cannot sell what you cannot build. Allies like Japan and Australia pivoted to F-35s, shaping their forces for decades. Competitors race to catch the benchmark the Raptor set long ago. Exclusivity bred legend. Deployments are signals of resolve watched by friend and foe alike. It remains the tip of the spear, flying alongside F-35s and tomorrow's NGAD platforms. Lessons on design, ops, and security carry forward. Protecting decisive tech is now doctrine. An untouchable American legend by design.